E-102 Gamma is one of the playable characters from Sonic Adventure, and is one of my favorite Sonic characters of all time, with one of the greatest story arcs in video game history. He was given more emotion and growth than any of the other established characters at the time. Despite being a robot, Sonic Team was able to humanize him, making him a more relatable character. This is the third time I've done a retrospective of a Sonic character on Ginge Talks. I guess we can officially call this a series. Gamma's story begins the very second he is born. After awaking, he is introduced to his creator, Dr. Eggman. Eggman immediately acknowledges that he is the master and what he says goes.
That's right! You will now obey only me.
From here, Gamma is instructed to enter the training room and get accustomed to his equipment, but not before being told that he is an inferior model to his older brother, E-101 Beta.
You're not as advanced as Beta is, but you'll do fine.
Since Beta is built first, it is implied that Eggman began working on Gamma first, but abandoned him for an advanced design. Afterward, he went back and finished Gamma out of curiosity. After training, the two robots battle for a position aboard Eggman's ship, the Egg Carrier. The winner becomes part of the crew while the other is left behind. Before the fight, Eggman once again states that Beta is the superior model and only initiates the fight to give Gamma a chance to prove himself.
I am pitting the two of you against each other, and the winner serves on my ship. I put my bets on Beta, but I owe you at least a fair chance.
I guess this makes sense, otherwise why finish the inferior robot? This is where we get a glimpse of Gamma's personality for the first time. Gamma should have lost the fight. Not only were Beta's weapons stronger than Gamma's, Eggman hadn't even built upgrades for Gamma. Notice that Beta is already fitted with his jet booster, an upgrade Gamma receives later. Knowing he was inferior, Gamma had to fight cautiously and take the fight seriously if he wanted to win, while Beta's arrogance as the superior model was his downfall. As the winner, Gamma gets to join the crew, and after some insistent begging, Eggman brings Beta along, stating,
Okay. We could always use a spare set of parts, I guess.
Quite literally, as we find out later in the narrative. Because Gamma came out on top, Eggman builds three identical robots in Gamma's design: E-103 Delta, E-104 Epsilon, and E-105 Zeta. With an established crew, Eggman is ready to move forward with his plan. He instructs the four robots to find a green frog with a tail, a creature that is crucial to his plan. Instead of working together like a proper crew, the robots compete to earn their master's appreciation. Unlike Gamma, the other robots were built with the admiration of their master. This is their first task and have yet to understand the consequences of disappointing Eggman. As such, they take their task less seriously, whereas Gamma understands the responsibility of being useful and the consequences of failure. He couldn't return to Eggman until he found the right frog. Once he does, he is given a vision from the past of the Chow and their protector. A girl named Tikal explains that the Chow are helpless without their protector, as they were once gentle creatures without the power to defend themselves.
These little creatures are too vulnerable without its protection. This protection allows them to continue singing in peace.
Gamma doesn't understand and brushes it off after he returns to the Egg Carrier. The robots present their frogs to Eggman, and the three disappointments are called worthless hunks of junk and sent away. As Delta disappears, he shares a look of sadness with Gamma, knowing they will never see each other again. Gamma is finally told that he is useful and will continue serving Eggman until he proves otherwise. Gamma's next assignment is to retrieve a bird that was locked away in the confinement room with Amy, but is accidentally pulled into another room where Beta is being repurposed, and Gamma is horrified at the sight, like a human being tested on and involuntarily turned into a monster.
Beta?
Gamma immediately leaves and continues his appointed task, so as not to suffer the same fate, but upon reaching Amy's cell, she refuses to hand over the bird. This confuses Gamma. Uselessness and failure results in punishment and regret. This is all he has ever known.
Does not compute. Why try to save that which is useless to you?
Upon realizing this, Amy explains feelings and how positive emotions can bring people together and create new friends. Gamma does not fully understand, but at the same time wants to help them out. He frees the two, and Amy is happy to call him a friend. Later, Gamma is called to the deck of the ship to fight Sonic and Tails, and the story kinda differs here. If you're playing as Sonic or Tails, Amy will step in and save Gamma's life after he has been beaten. If you're playing as Gamma, Amy jumps in and stops the fight before someone gets hurt. From here, Gamma learns the repercussions of his good deed and what it means to have friends. Soon afterward, the egg carrier loses altitude and is set to crash into the sea, so everyone flees. Separated from Eggman, without any additional tasks, Gamma has time to look back at all the important events in his life: serving Eggman, dismantled Beta, losing his comrades, and making friends. He comes to the conclusion that his friends are more important than serving a master. Gamma labels Eggman an enemy and goes on a mission to free the other robots from Eggman.
Master registration deleted. E-Series. Friends. Must save.
Specifically the animals within them. In order for Gamma to complete his mission, he would unfortunately have to destroy his comrades. Delta and Epsilon were upgraded as stronger battle robots, while Zeta was turned into a giant defense robot for the engine room of the egg carrier. After taking each of them down, Gamma has an epiphany. Beta was not the only robot left.
E-105 Zeta rescue complete. Units remaining. Gamma.
But would he be willing to make the ultimate sacrifice? The rematch between Gamma and Beta ensues, Gamma attempting to save his friend, Beta trying to prove that he is the stronger robot. Unfortunately, this battle would have no winner. Gamma was shot in the chest as Beta is destroyed, and is damaged beyond repair. He lived a very short life, but in his final moments, he knew that everything would be okay now that his friends were free. Gamma's story was a powerful one. For Sonic's first mainstream 3D game, Sonic Adventure did a fantastic job telling a compelling narrative through the actions of the characters, and that ideology continued through Gamma, a robot with less emotions than a living creature. Because he was given the ability to think for himself, he was able to make the world a better place for his friends, even if he played a small part, even if no one would ever know. That is why Gamma is such a lovable character and one of the best characters in the franchise.